Hello. I'm probably not gonna reply to the video that you made just quite yet. I'll probably do it at another point in the next video. Getting ready to move. Really am ridiculously excited about that. But I wanted to show you the book that I've rewritten everything in. Looks like this. I found it in a shed, and you know, the "We Need You" picture, which will always stay in there. Something that I really love about it is it's got holes in it, and about several recipes, and then it goes into the things that I've written, the things that matter to me. And I will quickly show you. I did this all in 3 days because I am a crazy bastard. I also found a whole heap of little recipes and things, but really I kind of want to share a few things that are in this book because they still matter to me and they still resonate, and there's nothing like actually being able to say it. Mother, what do you think of me? I found myself holding my breath at the awkward pause. Well, she sighed. I think your heart is in the right place, but the way you dress, I can understand how some would find you intimidating. Another pause revealed itself, breathing the words she held back silently. I am disappointed in you. And it was a new kind of agony, a new kind of pain. I had speculated before, but this was different. Now I knew her answer, and it cut me like a razor blade never could. Father, what do you think of me? This time a smile, and no painful pause. I am proud of you. The warmest feeling, close to tears, but not from sadness. Father, you once told me that I looked like a rock star. And you have never judged me on appearances alone, but on actions, on who I really am inside, and on what counts. And that made me realize you were all the family I had left. The rest were dead. Depressing. I wrote another one, and this one does have a title and is no less depressing. So here you go. You've inspired me with your own poetry, so let me be inspired. Home. I find myself sleeping in the room where grandfather had his first stroke, and we all thought that we had to say goodbye. Many rooms renovated, rooms added, walls removed, a fresh lick of paint, but there are still remnants. That sickly salmon, like vomit, still stains these walls. The room with golden butterflies and stars, paint cracking, wood rotting, ceilings caving. Home. The floorboards have long gone unvarnished, but the fireplace still works, unchanged. but the painting is gone. It's funny when you are forced to move away, and some you called friends forgot. Letters unreplied and efforts unrequited, and you think to yourself they have their own lives, concerns. You understood, but the pain still stays. It's not like you asked to leave. Grandfather's tombstone, a brisk walk away, one you have not taken. Letters unburned, ink invisible under your skin, but you cried enough all those years ago, and you will not shed more tears on the things you cannot change. Those words, the magic man's words, laminated with an added coat of dust, still haunt the back toilet 9 years too long. 9 years dead today. Lino cracked in the kitchen, remnants of a long forgotten bin fire, still creeps across the floor. There are new cupboards, but they leak when you leave the water running when you shouldn't have. The house that was once a home to so many broken children seems so empty, and oh, so quiet. Alone, these memories haunt me still. The memories I never want to see again. And that is how it has felt a little bit being here. So, yay! I am very excited to get back and forget about this place and the memories that I still have with it. It's been harder than I would have liked to say, but now that I'm getting out, I can say it. I'm also going to read something that I wrote a long time ago, and this has to do with us, and it still resonates within me so much. A Butterfly's Memories. I've been looking at old photos again, and it makes me want to cry, because I remember who we both were. I wonder if you feel the same. I do not remember myself from back then. Maybe I'm still too close, but I remember you, who you were, and these things that we have become scares me. Do you see it too? What we've become. Quote, "This is not what I wanted," unquote. That thing that meant nothing and everything all at the same time, scribbled on that thing you didn't call art. And it was beautiful. I thought we were broken then, but now I see how beautiful we are. Who we were. Now we are broken, pretending that we are not. Because this is what they called growing up, and we just didn't understand. Back then I thought we would be free by the time we were 20. But now, these days, I have a different understanding of the word freedom. Back then I thought we would become normal, that we would be just like the rest of them. But now I see it means being as far away from that circle as possible. After all those years, working hard, trying to be them, wasted time, so much catching up to do, so many years lost. And now, as we pretend we are adults, to have things together, we must hold all of the child deep inside, and that means a mask, a cage. Every second of the day, we see our dreams at night, the only truths, our only freedom. After we discover the meaningless behind the truths, we may find some answers. Poppy once told me to look for truths, for the truth. But then again, he met the magic man and was told he was going to die from cancer. So I am never sure when to take his advice, lest I wander down the easy road and fall into the shadow of complete domestication. And now, I could never do that. I'd rather feed off the scraps of society, almost in mind and thought. I am too much a stray fox these days, an upgrade from Glover's, but still never enough. Skinny has been on my mind of late. I am not enough. Yet again, I must become more elegant in movement, eloquent in mind, with a fur coat that is looked upon with remembrance of its unique mystery, its admired qualities. And I must work hard to achieve this, expanding the mind, exploring the body. I used to want to be a lot of things. I'd be an artist, a photographer, a designer, a beauty master. I'd make my own little pet robots that fall away from reality. I wanted to be everything that I could be. I wanted to dabble in all that captures me and interests me. I was going to be a writer. Then I learned that you died. I learned that money was king, and if I didn't earn my keep, I couldn't live here anymore. So I decided to become a teacher, because I felt like that mattered. I stood strong to that for a long time. And then as I, myself, learned, that too faded, slowly over time. And now I'm not so sure. I want to be a person, developed, knowledgeable, wise, and at peace. But now there is no time for everything that I had once hoped to become. They have given us no time. And it's hard to be a person when they are taking your time, controlling you to the point where most don't even realize it. And then your life is over. Push the boundaries, yourself, as far as you can. Believe you can. But can you ever be free from this fabricated world? Fabricated reality? Not unless you're dead. These days, you can only be free when you meet your end, and they, and no one, can find you anymore. And that still bloody resonates with me. I think more than it did even back then whenever the hell I wrote this. And I need to get back. I need to get back so that I don't go absolutely bloody insane. Yes. I have written one other poem which you have read, but I'm gonna read it anyway because I'm in that mood and I haven't slept, and that's how it is. Trapped behind closed doors and square rooms, looking through dusty windows that blocks out the wind that makes her being ease. Legs stagnating, waiting to run, to feel the earth under those pale feet once again. Those eyes turning cold, dull, brown and grey and yellow, failing like the night when day breaks with a soul attached. No one understands like you do.